Yo, it's me, Big Nose. Do you want the best player on the game? Well, you can't get D-Money, because he's probably not in FIFA. So, get Phil Bardsley. Get all the Phil Bardsley. So if you're looking for the best way to get coins, don't spend fewer points, go over to useandbuy.com for the cheapest place on the market for your coins. Use code Vizeh at checkout, and most importantly, enjoy the video. Yo, what's up guys, Vizeh here, and welcome to another video on my channel today. I want to say thank you all for the love. Let's hit 1,500 likes on this video. Let's get stuck in, because this isn't just a FUT Champions Pack opening. I'm going to stuck into this brand new hot piece of saucy news right here. Now, if you know me, I'm not particularly an EA lover. You know, you may be new here, but I may not be the worst one, because right now there's a brand new guy in the block, and his name is ZLATAN Ibrahimovic. ZLATAN is a big fan of EA, and it is more and more evidently clear by the day that this is a big thing that could actually start kicking off a bunch of things happening for the future. Like, maybe not now, maybe not this year, but I'm thinking like 2-3 years time, when there's some new contracts being done with some teams. I think this may change what EA is doing, and this is another issue for EA to mess around with, because if you don't know, check out my video the other day, the amount of lawsuits that EA are getting, and they are under a lot of heat. Now they've got this to deal with, and let me show you what's happened if you have no idea what I'm on about. And the way I see it, I think there's a way, and there's a chance that ZLATAN, Bale, all these footballers may no longer even be in FIFA, and it'd be like a Pez name. You know, on Pez, like instead of Didier Drogba, it's Didier Pogba. Imagine that, but it's instead of Zlatan Ibrahimovic, it's Patan Pipovic. That makes no sense, but seriously, this could happen, because the way that this is going, and they know how much money's in it now, we're going to delve deep. So, let's see where it started, and then I'll go into my packs, because that's why you're here, okay? So, this is the tweet that has kicked off literally everything. So, literally out of nothing, puts out this post. Who gave FIFA EA Sport permission to use my name and face? FIFA Pro ? I'm not aware to be a member of FIFA Pro, and if I am, I was put there without any real knowledge through some weird maneuver. And for sure, I never allowed FIFA.com or FIFA Pro to make money using me. Following up with somebody is making profit on my name and face without any agreement all these years. Time to investigate. Which is weird that there's this time to investigate thing, because it doesn't end there. For some reason, I don't know why, but Gareth Bale, who, this is where it gets weird, he literally has a esports team with FIFA. He literally has a team with EA, the 11s, like Nerdfire, a friend of mine. He's part of that, he's like a content creator for them. He's met him. And he puts out a tweet, @ing Ibra, saying, interesting, what is FIFA Pro? Time to investigate. Which is strange, because this makes no sense, because he was literally on the cover star of FIFA, and also is literally he's literally an owner of an esports team in FIFA. So this is when it gets really confusing, thinking, what's this all about? Because you may be thinking, okay, well, this is FIFA Pro, and they keep on @ing this FIFA Pro thing, but they mention EA, they mention the fact that they're using their name, their rights, and it seems to be an attack on EA. Keep that in mind, because this is where it's going here, okay, boys? So then we move on to the next post. ZLATAN puts out this on his Facebook, @ing EA Sports, FIFA Pro, and FIFA do not own me, but I believe they own me. I like that. It's like an Eminem bar. Pause, alright? About time me and my fellow players get some explanations of what is going on. And they put out this post and this photo from the football forum, showing this is how much EA earns with FIFA, which is 1.49 billion from just FUT, and also the sales of FIFA alone. Like, when you look at that, it's crazy how much money that EA made from this game. It's crazy, okay? So, this is obviously an attack with EA Sports. They added them, they mentioned their names and their likenesses in FIFA, and they're making money off them. And I'll get into how this happens and kind of why I think nothing may happen now, but in the future it can, because this is serious, man. So, let's get into the rest of it, right? EA Sports then put out a tweet. Not EA Sports FIFA, but EA Sports themselves. Which is, you know, it's something big when the actual just normal EA Sports gang gets involved. You know, it's something serious. They put out this tweet. For those following this story, this isn't our fight. This isn't about EA Sports or video games, players or fans. It's a battle between football agents and FIFA Pro. And that really confuses me. Part of me doesn't want to believe them in a weird way, because he literally at EA Sports, he goes into how much EA earns with FIFA. He goes in depth about how, like, they make money off him. I don't understand how it's got nothing to do with FIFA, when he literally says about somebody is making profit on my name and face without any agreement all these years. And he asked who gave FIFA EA Sport permission. Like, I don't get how they've got nothing to do with it. There's a post here by The Athletic, goes deep into it. If you want to, like, look at, like, what happens here and, like, read it all, links down below in the description. Goes into your water image rights and the fact that, you know, they've got their name and their face and their whoever they, you know, who they are on FIFA, basically. And the current rules is as states. FIFA Pro, the International Players Union, has a mandate to sell name and likeness rights on behalf of every player from a member nation. In cases where a country is not a member of FIFA Pro or has a special arrangement with the union, player names and likenesses are either held by individual players themselves, the clubs, the league their club belongs to, or the national federation. For a football game to use the image rights of players, it must either need a specific agreement with the club or with the individual player. Now, this is what's happened here, basically, is that Premier League, Bundesliga, all these leagues are licensing FIFA. That's how to get around it. So, because it's not really viable to have EA go to every single specific player, every single one, to then do a deal, to then do a image rights deal. They get around that by just going to the club and get all 25, 30 players at once. Like, that makes sense, that, yeah? And that's how to get around it, and that's how the players have no real say in it. Until now, of course, because what I believe is going to happen here. In 2003, a German goalkeeper sued EA for using his name and image without consent, but bringing such action in UK might be much more problematic, because this is not the first time this has ever happened. There's been many footballers that have had issue. There is some precedent. In June this year, 450 players in Brazil won a settlement of 6.5 million after the Union of Athletes of Santa Catarina brought a case against him in court. So let's say specifically with ZLATAN here. ZLATAN is with AC Milan. Now, Serie A is actually not licensed with EA. However, the club are. AC Milan, Inter, you may have seen videos of them before the game came out. They are officially licensed with FIFA. That's how it works. So, because they've got that specific agreement, ZLATAN, all the players there, Kessie, whoever else is now in FIFA, and their license is now done. Of course, Juventus isn't. The reason why Juventus isn't because they've not got that license of Serie A. So that means that they can do that. Imagine a world where Zlatan is in the game technically because he's a player in real life, but he's not called Zlatan. He's just a random Pez name. Like, his name isn't the way it is, his face doesn't look like him. So his face and his name be the same build, the same type of player, the same, you know, slow pace. I've got reason to believe that this may be a serious thing that may happen in the future, and maybe not this year, because licenses are now done. But when they're going to renew that contract, that's when I think things will change. Because the reason why is because of this. So if you've been hiding underneath a rock, Beckham is now in FIFA. He's now got his own legend card, and he's got his own copy of the game. Like, he's now officially with EA Sports, a license to his name, his face, everything has now been given to EA. That's not for free. If you wonder how licenses work, especially when it comes to, like, icons get paid money. Like Luis Figo, Nedved, Zanetti, Ronaldo, Petacek, these guys get paid money because they've had a deal with EA that they can use their image rights, they can use their name, their face, everything for their video game. They get paid a contract because, you know, they are no longer with a football team, so it has to be done specifically with them. Beckham's no different, and because he's such a big name, he gets paid a hefty check, 40 million annually from EA Sports. FIFA makers EA Sports offered Beckham 30 million over 3 years, but he managed to get a better deal, i.e. with Konami. It is a big addition to Beckham brand and the easiest money he's ever made, which, I mean, he literally just basically says, like, oh yeah, sure. He does nothing. He just says, okay, signs a contract, 40 million. Imagine being that rich, that's crazy. So that is why this is all happening now. Now that these footballers now actually know how much money they can get just by saying, yeah, you can use my name in the game, that's why they're now popping up now. And that's why I think this is not going to end, and there's going to be even more things like this, and especially when there's some new contract deals with the league or specific clubs, these players will now have a say and try and opt out of it. And I think that players will opt out so that if they want their name in the game, they've got to pay them. Now, if EA will, like, would EA go out the way to give Zlatan a contract specifically, I think they would, because Zlatan's a big name. But if you got like a guy from like Crawley Town, and I don't think they'll bother. So that is why this is all happening, lads. So EA Sports made a statement, which is on Forbes.com, by the way, which you know that it's just full of Tories if it's on Forbes. Like, Jesus Christ, man. So EA Sports put out a statement, okay, saying that the licensing arguments being played out in social media for effect are not an issue for EA or EA Sports. This is between FIFA Pro, the players within the association, and their representatives. FIFA Pro has told us this is their issue, and they're handling it. We expect a statement to affect that immediately. Now, I feel like I don't think there's actually anything that players can do. The license has been dealt out. The contract is signed. So as of right now, Zlatan will be in game, no matter what happens. But one thing may change though. In terms of like Zlatan and Bale, if there's, for example, last week I believe Zlatan did really well in the week. He could have gotten an inform, a second inform, and of course he didn't get one. And there's a reason why. True Boy, who's of course an ex-employee of EA, he put out a couple of days ago saying that expect the likes of Bale, Zlatan, or any other players that comes out with this to no longer be a card in the game. Because when you're under such heavy fire as what they are now, EA won't want any piece of that. Just they'll leave them be. They'll leave them be. So Zlatan, good luck. Until this is all sorted, if it is sorted, he's not going to get any more cards this year. Flashbacks, moment cards, informs, he's no longer going to get any more cards this year. Which is, it's sad because I was kind of hoping that he'll get like a flashback card for my team, because I got a Serie A team with like Ronaldo and that, like Lukaku. I was kind of hoping that he would get in and I could be a good player for my team. I don't think that's happening anymore. And same thing for Bale. The fact that he's come out as well, he's actually got a one to watch, and it's kind of funny because that one to watch is now massively down in price. This was up to like, 140k right there. He was up to like 250, 300k, and now he's worth about 100k right now, because he's no longer gonna get a card. Because why would they touch that? Zlatan, Bale, footballers want a paycheck. They want a paycheck here, which is understandable. So they're trying to do whatever they can to get out of that, and to get that paycheck, get out of that contract agreement. And I think what will happen is that once that contract has to be renewed and that contract ends, no matter when it ends, if it's next year, if it's 2 years time, I think there'll be some things being changed. And Zlatan, Bale, these players that wants that paycheck and wants to get that, more money, there's be an issue in the future, unless if EA actually just gives them money. Anyway, that is everything that's happened with the last week with this, because this is brand new, this is big. Like, I feel like this could go on for a long time, because I just feel like there's a lot of footballers that are also thinking the same thing, but just can't be asked really do anything about it. So anyway, let's get into rewards here. I do apologize that if you were here for rewards, that you've been waiting all this time, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is, yeah. So let's get into it. So Mega Pack and also Rare Electrum Pack here, and then get into FUT Champions here. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Like, if Zlatan was in FIFA, but it was instead called Patan Pipovic, would you still use him? I don't know. Like, imagine like a PES player, but in a game with FIFA when there's everyone licensed other than him. It'd be kind of funny, that, actually. So again, I get the likes of Gold 3. It just is. I find it fun. I don't mind playing FIFA and just chilling and just playing it to get to Gold 3. I don't mind that. It's really calm. It literally is just Carrasco. Like, Carrasco's the only guy that I would ever maybe use, of course, other than Haaland or Ronaldo. So let's get stuck in here. Now, first red, it is gonna be boom. Wow. Wow, amazing, amazing, boys. Ever since EA's now made it so you can now pack these like 79s in packs, it's just awful. This red here we go. Carrasco, if I'm lucky, here we go. Højbjerg, alright, I mean, it's someone okay rate, I'm not going to use him really, but, yeah. I don't really do these and hope for anyone really good. I have got a Werner once, so like I'm lucky with that. I'm gonna go open these now. I've got 2 million coins on another account ready to go. I think I may save that for like Team of the Year or something. To see what I can do over there. Goalkeeper Ledo. Sorry, he's in form. Sorry. Trap. Amazing. So tell me down below in the comments, who did you guys get in your packs? And oh, of course, man, just thank you all for the insane love on a YouTube. Like, literally, like, I'm not even just lying. Like, it's like 5,000 subs gained in like a week. Like, we're getting like 1,000 subs a day. Like, I hit 222,000 like yesterday, and I'm now halfway there. Like, I'm already I think 222, 500 something. Like, I'm already halfway there. It's crazy. So just want to say thank you all for that, like, a lot. Last 3 packs here. I don't know. Like, I'm not really known for packs, so I don't really know what to really say. It's a walkout though, but it's Spain. PK? That's PK. Is he 89? That'd help me out a lot. Oh, 86. Oh god. I've actually not packed PK once this year, so we'll take a walkout. PK and Pickford, how much would you be now, mate? About, like 17 or 18k. I better look, but maybe not, maybe not. I think EA knows that this is my account, so I think they purposely give me, like, absolute stinkers because they know that I don't deserve anything better, which, it's completely understandable. And last pack here, 50k pack here. There we go. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, like this video and also subscribe to the channel, okay? Let's hit 1,500 likes here. I'm going to end it off with Lopez, the Lyon goalkeeper, and I think he's 83. Oh, God. Thank you for watching. My name is Vizeh. I'll see you next time.